India is an adventurous paradise. You head out for a holiday, which quickly turns into a survival situation. A dream turns into a nightmare.
I'm thirsty, I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm lost.
Shelter, water, and food become a priority. A fire to keep you warm. But how? I'm Chandan Lahiri from OTS Survival School. I'll give you some tips and show you some tricks to use in a self-reliant situation. Do not think problems can only happen to other people. It can happen to you. A lot of people tell us, listen, don't just hear. Look, don't just see. And we have learned to listen. We listen to each other, we listen to our friends, we listen to our parents, we listen to our teachers, we listen on conversations on the phone, we listen to what's happening over the radio, over television. But have you ever learned to listen to the jungle? When you're out in the wilderness, in a jungle like this, the jungle will give you lots and lots of clues about navigation. Let's take a look and I'll show you how to listen to the jungle and what the jungle behind me is telling me right now. Come with me. If you look at those bunch of trees, a majority of them are slanted to one side. They're slanted that way. Not all of them, but some of them. And not just those. Those are thinner trees. But there's another tree out here, which is a big tree. It's an old tree. And that too, the whole tree is slanted to one side. If I look at this tree, you've got a straight tree. It's not slanted, but you have got one long branch coming out in the direction where the other trees are slanted. There's a tree behind this one. I don't know if you can see that. There are lots of branches which are coming out on this side, and this is the side where all the other trees are slanted towards. And all these things are giving me clues. What are those clues? The clues are about directions. Trees need sunlight to grow. And when you are at altitude, what you'll find is because of the rarefied air, because of the winter cold, there's not enough sunlight which can reach the trees. So first, they grow taller in the mountains. And second, what you will find is many of the trees would slant on one side, and that is the southern side. Also, there'll be a lot more foliage on the southern side of a tree. So there'll be a lot more branches, a lot more leaves. The branches will be thicker, longer on the southern side, because it is the southern side which gets a lot more sunlight. It's on the northern side which is shaded from the sun. So the tree, to survive, to prosper, to thrive, it goes towards the sun. So not only does the tree, as it is growing, move towards the sun and therefore start slanting, there's also a lot more foliage on the southern side. So when you see a jungle like this at altitude, and if you look carefully, look for trees which are slanting, look for trees which have got more foliage on one side, more branches on one side, and that is the side which faces south. The other side faces north. And looking at a jungle like that, looking at trees like that, you'll be able to tell your direction. And that's one way you can navigate your way when you're out in a jungle like this, in the mountain. That's a trick to know, and it might come in useful if you're not carrying some other navigation device and you need to tell your directions by looking at the jungle. Like I said in the beginning, listen to what the jungle is telling you, because it can happen to you. Learn to adapt, improvise, innovate, and overcome. To learn more tips and tricks, visit this site. I'm Chandan Lahiri, and I hope to see you soon at the OTS Survival School. Leave nothing but footprints. Bring back nothing but memories.